Greetings all. How do I sound? Am I clear? Am I popping? Hopefully not. So, for the longest time I've been using like a Logitech wireless gaming headset, G930, to basically, do my recordings and stuff like that. And this was, and I say was, a fairly good headset to basically use. It was like comfortable wear. It lasted a decent amount of time. And when it was working, it worked pretty well. Unfortunately, there's one problem with the Logitech, hardware here, and that's basically an issue with Wi-Fi. This headset that I used to wear, basically, as Wi-Fi has become more prominent in recent days, this has become a less useful piece of hardware because Logitech didn't actually make any sort of ability to basically avoid Wi-Fi interference. Essentially, if there's Wi-Fi around, it's going to basically interfere with the Logitech's hardware or whatever, or software, and that basically causes all the popping and sometimes disconnects and other stuff that basically happen with my headset. And I know it got really bad recently. Basically, in the past few days, I've been trying to use the Logitech, and it's it was just popping and disconnecting on me just way too much for it to be useful. And so I decided that it was time to go head out and try and find a new headset to basically replace this one. I opted to buy the Razer Man of War, and that's basically what I'm using to record right now. And this is not a bad piece of hardware, basically, to use for recording. It is advertised to last for about 14 hours recording time. That's basically an entire day's recording session, and I can just put it on my desktop after I'm done to recharge overnight. It takes about 8 hours to recharge, so good proper night's sleep. Overall, a very good headset. Now, it's got a few issues with it. I won't lie about that. Basically, there's the always interference with microwaves and stuff like that. Anything that's got a really strong ability to interfere with wireless transmissions, like microwaves and stuff like that, that will still cut out the Man of War, and actually does it a lot worse than it did on the Logitech G930. But as long as the microwave isn't running in my house, usually I'm okay. It basically reconnects a lot faster than the Logitech did. Whenever the Logitech would lose its connection, I'd have to wait for 5 or 6 seconds for it to basically reconnect. The Man of War will reconnect within 1 or 2 seconds, so much faster than that end as well. Anyhow, as I'm basically going on about this, Razer Man of War wireless headset and all that, it's basically got problems, but they far outweigh the benefits of this headset far outweigh the problems that I had on the Logitech to make it worthwhile. But anyhow, something to note here is that there's been I've been doing recordings for the past month or so, since the start of March and a little bit into late February, and those are basically recordings that I'm going to be putting out. And by the way, I'll note that you're reviewing this video here, this one I'm talking about headsets before the Use a Wayward or whatever episode I'm basically recording. Basically, Wayward's going to come out tomorrow on Thursday. You're getting this video first because I basically explain what's going on. And I'll note that this Wayward video that I'm putting out, it'll be the first video basically you'll basically be able to experience, where I'm not actually using the Logitech G930 to record. I'm actually using this Man of War to record. So if you're looking for perhaps a little bit better experience for listening to microphone wise, then tomorrow will be the first episode where I use the Razer Man of War to basically record something. But anyhow, I'll note that I've basically been doing a lot of recording before, a lot, I basically, switched over. And just to throw it out there, I got For the King here. This is something that is going to be basically, being scheduled for April. And Dark Reign 2 as well is also going to be scheduled for April as well as May. These are two games I've been recording, off and on for the past month or so. And just so obviously you're not going to get any Tales of Magi or games that I promised to basically do until they're basically done. I'll note that these games though, they're basically going to include the old pops and fizzles and everything else that the Logitech G930 is basically prone to basically cause. But if you're basically looking to basically get the Man of War, my improved you can hear me without any pops and whistles and stuff like that going off. That'll basically start to happen around the start of May, I believe it'll be. Basically, what's going to happen for like the next month, you're going to basically get, you know, a lot of like the remaining videos I have done with like the Logitech G9 3.0, and then like in like May, you'll also get like some of the Dark Rain 2 videos that I record as well there. I'll note that these videos here, these ones that say Dark Rain 2, Skirmish, and Sprawler Skirmish and stuff like that, these ones are basically going to be scheduled in June. These ones are also videos that I've done with like the Man of War, and like, you know, it's going to be like without pops and whistles and stuff like that. And this is probably going to be a bit meta, but let's just say jump into this one right here. If that Scorpion tank matches the C stuff, I'm going to turn like, you know, my infiltrator into something, I think. Now, I don't know how that basically comes out on the video, basically because I'm recording a video of me, like, you know, of a recorded video. But if you basically listen to me there, hopefully it was fairly clear, like my voice, you could basically make it out. There wasn't any pops or whistles going on. That should be consistent without, you know, with my videos now from now on. So for those who are basically thinking about, this is getting annoying, well, it's getting annoying to me too, and I finally decided to do something about it. So, new headset, lovely joy, prep and all that stuff. Alright, so, yeah, basically in the future videos are going to basically be done with the Man of War. There'll be a few videos like, you know, from Dark Rain 2 and For the King that'll basically still like be like, you know, of like the Logitech G9 3.0 recordings, but I'm basically going to be switching over to using the Man of War to basically do my recordings. Hope you guys enjoyed the new clear sound, crisp sound, whatever basically comes out of my mouth. And, well, enjoy basically. And I'll note that I'll basically do another one of these videos, basically sort of go over like what I'm basically doing in the future for like video recordings. You're also getting a little bit of sneak peek, you know, knowing that I'm doing like Dark Rain 2 and For the King for like the next month and a little bit into May as well. But I do have some other plans, and just like from the desktop, as you can see, I do have plans. I have lots of plans.